In today's brand new episode of Help I Sexted My Boss,
Ben drains us with excerpts from his diary.
William whips out his scrapbook from when he was 5 years old.
And we have a lyric correction for International Cockle Ball.
International Cockle Ball. Is it what is it? Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to our Friday episode where we see how much extra content we can squeeze into your week. Random things that have been sent in, extra bits that have been going on, and how our advice went down with you, our wonderful G&Divas.
What's your weekend got in store?
I'm going to watch Burnley again on Saturday.
Oh, that's what you did that last week.
Yeah, now, at the time of recording, I don't really know if we're going to... I'm going to watch Burnley win the league on Saturday. I'm going to go and watch Burnley. We've not won the league, but we've still been promoted. I'm going to be celebrating on Saturday.
Well done, anyway.
Thank you. So,
It's the taking part that counts.
I'm back up north for weekend.
You're back up?
North.
Oh.
North, yeah.
I dream of the day I'm back up north. We'll go to a letter.
What are you doing?
Nothing, actually.
Oh, you've got a free weekend.
I've got a free weekend. There's literally nothing in the diary.
Nothing.
No?
You're not even going to plan a...
Plan of what?
You're not even going to plan a big wank.
Oh, Jordan.
No. It's Saturday afternoon when Mikey's out. Go on, no one will begrudge you.
Could you not lower the tone?
I'm not lowering the tone, but most people, they think, free house, free weekend.
No, I don't think most people do think that.
I'll leave that with you, G&Divas. This weekend, we're just going to have a big old wank. Have I really lowered the tone here?
I don't do that. It's disgusting.
Everyone rips its ugly head back every now and then. It's fine, unless you're circumcised.
I was going to say.
Let's move on. I can't believe we've gone straight in with that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I hope this is one of the episodes my mum don't listen to. And don't click that up on social.
It's a letter. It's not handwritten, so it's not going to get a response because that's the policy. But it's from Mike Raven, and he sent us a copy of his book. Which
Sorry,
is
hang on. You only reply to handwritten ones.
We have always said that.
So people that type letters in, you don't reply to them.
Absolutely not. We have said that from day one.
I didn't know this. What a con. What a con.
Excuse me, can I just say that literally not many people send typed letters. They're mostly handwritten. And also, if I realise that I've written back to you before, you also don't get a response. Unless I feel like it. Well, I've got loads to do.
I suppose you haven't got time for pen pals, have you?
Well, it's not that. It's just that, we've got to draw the line somewhere. So Mike Raven, he sent in a copy of his new book, so that's lovely. Thank you very much for that. But Mike has also sent in, and you spotted these on the table just before we started, some homemade social battery badges, and you can wear one of them to show people if you're happy to talk right now, or alternatively silently communicate that talking to other people is the absolutely last thing you do.
Now, part of me wants to say, forgive me here, utter woke nonsense. But the other part is like, yeah, I am so in on this. This is class.
So if you have, it looks a bit like a Pokeball, doesn't it? One half is red, one half is green.
So I just put this on and you flip it round. So
I mean, yours, to be honest, for you could just cut the green half off and just constantly have the red one.
I am going to put it on now. I can't clip it on.
I'll clip mine on.
Oh, I stink a beehole.
Oh, well, that's lovely. Thanks for sharing that.
It's come out.
Has it? At long last.
The badge.
So we've put our badges on.
Mine's saying feeling social.
Mine's feeling social as well.
If you're not good in this episode, I'm just going to flip it upside down like that.
Okay.
But I'm feeling quite social.
Okay, I'll keep mine up
this
for
is
now.
A great
this is a
invention.
nice idea. Ben, there's one for you as well here.
God,
so thanks very much, Mike, for that. That's very kind of you. Now, look, we had to delay this a little because there were more important things to talk about, such as Burnley and their big victory. But as of last week...
Not won the war.
As of last week, you made a big enough deal about it. As of last week, Ben has been back from his extended holiday for a whole year.
Yeah. By the way, VE Day looks like a big piss up back in the 40s. I wish I was there for that.
Right.
Like a massive piss up, didn't it?
Well, they had lots to celebrate. Time flies, doesn't it, when you've been having fun? And I'm sure you've all been desperately waiting for this moment to come, but it's time for him to whip out his little travel journal, and we do mean little, for us to hear all the fascinating tales from his time away. So please welcome to the third microphone that has positioned itself on the table. He'll rush up here, super keen as always, producer Ben.
Yay! So is this his travel book or his scrapbook?
This is his travel journal.
Oh, this is great.
Do you remember years ago we did William's diary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is this... Oh, you're so cute. I'm going to take the piss
Now,
out of you.
let's
Can I have a look at it?
describe the journal
Okay.
in itself. Describe it,
It's a
Jordan.
proper... You can tell he's been to a nice fancy bookshop to buy that.
It's leather effect, isn't it?
It's a leather journal and it's got
Map of the
a
world.
map of the world on it. and it's
Brown.
Brown. And oh, that's so sweet. He's written it all the same. Oh, I want to take the mick, but this is so lovely that is.
Did you actually write that for the whole time, or was it quite selective come the end?
I just put 3rd of the 10th, 24. Broken sleep interrupted by the sound of local birds in the early morning sun. Soon realise it's 2 parrots. I can't
Hi
wait for
guys,
this.
by the way.
Hi,
Thanks
Ben.
for welcoming me to the microphone.
Thank you.
In answer to your question, William, I've got all of the text in my notes app on my phone. I did it on my phone.
Oh.
And then I transcribed it into this journal.
Whilst you were away, or just for the purposes of this?
What do you mean whilst I was away?
Hang
Did I
on,
write
hang
it?
on.
I wrote it when I was away, live,
So you've written everything twice?
on my phone.
Why
and
didn't
then
you write it in your book? That's the
Well,
whole
'cause
point.
I've done that now.
Yeah, but that's a fraud. You wrote it in your notes and then.
Right, well, that was a short section. Thanks for...
Oh, no, don't take it personally. Stay.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
what's
so-
happened to me
Well-
badge just as he's come along? Our social battery's gone.
Yeah, my social battery's
You're
completely
like
gone.
a Dementor, aren't you? Suck the energy out of.
Thank
Ben-
you. Thank you. This has been such a success so far.
Oh,
Ben,
we are horrible. Yeah, we love you so much.
You've drained us. Why do...
It's like Monaco.
Yeah, all over
again.
Okay, so how is this going to work,
The
Ben?
only
Do we-
bloke that's been skiing in Monaco.
Okay, I feel like we need to just gather ourselves. We're all a bit giddy.
Yeah, we are a bit giddy for this episode.
How does this work? Do I read a bit? Does Jordan read a bit? Do you read a bit?
He should.
Well,
be.
why don't I read the first one, then we go from there.
Okay. And how do we decide which entry to read?
So I've selected some with some of these marks in my diary that I think are worth reading.
Have you produced yourself?
No, the reason is because we did, like, I think I might have suggested, I actually think someone else suggested that we do this. And then I brought it up a couple of weeks ago and I read it back after suggesting it. And it is, like, quite frankly, really boring. We did, like, I have not selected the threesome date because that didn't happen.
Oh.
There are things
was
that
an
did
orgy.
happen that are in here that I won't be reading out, but I've selected some
So
others.
what was the thing that Kat was about to tell us when we went away, and you were like, "No, don't, Kat."
I can't tell you.
Oh, so it wasn't a three.
I can't tell you.
Oh, okay.
So sorry.
All we'll say
sorry.
it involved a chair in the corner of a hotel room.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, might have done, but yeah, sorry, G&Divas. I just can't reveal that on the podcast.
No, that's
this
fine.
time.
Everyone's
So go on,
entitled
let's-
to a private life.
Get on with this.
Okay, so what have we got? So I went away from the start of the year, so the 1st of January, until I think like the 20th of April, something like that. And this entry comes from the 2nd of February. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, we're like a coiled spring.
Up early for Kokora Valley trek. Ride on the back of a Jeep to the start whilst Kat sits next to a real-life David Brent. He tells us about accidentally taking ayahuasca at his hostel, boasts of his property portfolio back home, and films some awful YouTube content. Not sure if anyone will be watching. We're unimpressed by the tall palm trees, but enjoy the cloud forest and the best empanada so far. Hummingbird Reserve, not worth it. Kat and I hang on to the back of the Jeep on the way back. Return to leftover pasta and tomato sauce. Mmm.
This isn't.
And just as a reminder, that was one that I have selected because I thought it was worth reading.
All right, do another. Do another.
Can
Come
I
on.
read one?
No, I think he should read another,
Okay.
and then we go on.
Okay, this one's a good one.
Tell us
Don't
the
worry.
date.
I did.
Did you not start
Not
with?
for this one.
Did you not start with Dear Diary?
No, it was very to the point.
Yeah.
I mean, and some people when they go away, they just write a sentence. Some mine,
That'll
some
be
of
a
them are
best-
essays.
That'll be a bestseller. This.
If only you'd written a sentence.
Come on.
So 5th of February. This was a sad one. This is quite, yeah. Rudely woken up in the capital of Colombia, Bogota, on a relatively comfortable overnight bus. Rush off the bus in a tiz.
In a tears, how come?
This is so
Oh,
good.
sorry, I just need to compose
Do we know
myself.
why there was a tears? Do you go on to say this?
So the context that you should have got from those first two sentences was the fact that I was on an overnight bus,
Yeah, when I've been a tears.
which
You'd be
leaves you in a
tears on a
tiz.
buzz anyway. Right.
So I was sleeping and then I was woken up when we arrived.
Oh, I see.
Here we go.
I realised 10 minutes after getting off the bus that my man bag was still on the bus.
It's no way to talk about cat.
Run back through the station, fail to find the bus, and get told off for running around. After broken Spanish conversation, my bag is brought back to me. The £200 of Colombian pesos was not. That was in the
Oh my God, you were mugged.
Well, I left my bag with my wallet that I'd literally just put all of my currency into. I was like, we're leaving Colombia tomorrow. Let's all have this in one place. Don't leave that wallet on the bus. Anyway, back to the diary. I'm in the middle of a random bus station wearing the tiger imprinted pajamas my mum bought me for Christmas.
Oh,
I
cute.
cry. Attempts to keep the good vibes going fail when I'm served a cheese panini with a plastic wrapper in the middle of the sandwich. Nap before a tricky hunt for a dinner location. End up in an Italian with no red wine, so we grab a bottle from the nearest supermercado. Back to hostel with 2 more bottles, despite the rules. Sneak wine into cups and play shithead until we run dry. That's my favourite card game.
I like Shithead.
Good game.
It's a good game.
Good game.
I've never played Shithead.
We'll play Shithead one day. It's a really good game.
Okay.
So yeah, I lost my wallet that day basically, and that was sad.
Can I ask a question?
Mm.
You were away for 4 months.
Yes.
Does it get better? Was this sort of a continuing theme?
Well, should I give you a day?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a date.
I don't think it gets any better. Oh, that's that one.
Come on, Ben. We want to be a bestseller here. Penguin Random Mouse, if you're listening, yep, sign him up.
Well,
Is that Zena I hear calling?
I think Zena is our editor, but they also didn't commission Jordan's book, so I'm not holding out hope.
That was a low blow.
Sorry.
That was the title of your book.
No, it weren't. It was I Once Headbutted a Nun and Other Haphazard Tales of a
Other Tales of a Haphazard Idiot.
Northerner.
Northerner.
Okay.
Can I read one, please? Oh, we're going back in time. This is from the 1st of February. Wake up early to get granola and pancakes at tourist brunch hotspot. Walk to an ecological tour of a nature reserve with Carlos, Ven, Meganer, and Germans.
And German.
Haven't even been bothered to learn their names.
And Germans.
We learn about succession in the cloud forest, impact of humans in climate change, and the brief history of Silento
What,
as
the
we
TV
know it.
show?
Not the succession is a biological process.
Carlos shares the inspirational story of the reserve's creation and encourages us to follow our dreams. During the menu del dia lunch with the group, we listen...
Menu del dia.
Oh, the menu of the day?
Yeah.
During the menu del dia lunch with the group, we listen to Carlos's story and questionable views on the pandemic before heading to a coffee tour across the road.
This is so shit.
The guide says, a bit like a Scouser. Not blown away by tour, but blown away by coffee. Homemade tomato sauce, veg and pasta for dinner before meeting Ruby and Liz for Tejo.
Tejo.
What's that?
We're about to find out.
Oh. Colombian national sport involves chucking chunks of metal at a metal ring in the hope of explosions for points. Okay. The novelty wears thin quickly.
Can I just say there's a running theme here? He's not enjoying anything. The bird sanctuary, this.
Never played a game, but that's so British. Never played a game that requires so much back-breaking maintenance in my life. I'm now sort of skipping ahead.
I want to do one.
Okay.
8th of March. Today we're in the northern region of Argentina, and the decision has been made to hire bicycles in Cafayete.
That was pretty good.
What's Cafayete?
That was a great pronunciation.
After almost immediately losing the provided map, I lead the group up the dirt roads to the promise of a water pool.
Whatever you want to call it, Ben.
Halfway up said hill, something attached to my bicycle's gears, and they exploded.
The gears exploded on my bicycle.
The bike is replaced within half an hour. How lovely. Onwards to the pool up a strenuously sandy hill, eventually reaching a pool of man-made diversion pools. Ruby pushes on through a path to a secluded river. Hunger pangs require the stop to be cut short, and we turn to the town for empanadas. It's at this stop the bike man informs us that the bike breakage is down to user error, and thus I owe them £75 to fix it. Anxiety flooded the brain for the next hour before realising it's actually £7.50. I added a zero on 40 das for 150 pesetos. After a bad glass of wine later, we're on the move to a goat cheese factory. Oh my, I'm never going travelling. This sounds so shit. Can't complain at £1.50 each when a glass of wine is included. Upon returning to our bed for the night, after finally finding somewhere that can change my dollars to pesos, we discover that our host Emma has placed us in the flat below her own home rather than next door to the pool as we thought. We head to the pool to unwind. Anyway, for dinner, it's a board of Asda meat. What's
What?
that?
Asda meat?
Asado meat,
Oh.
which is barbecue in Argentinian, in Spanish.
That we'd passed on our ghost story-fueled walk the previous evening. There's enough to induce severe meat sweats and leftovers to the next day. A 2-litre bottle of Sprite cuts through the saltiness. A 3-game steak of shithead wins me before bed. But then we meet Andreas and Cat take to shining to him. Oh, here we go.
Oh, here we go.
After a few more wines, he suggests we have a threesome. Cat is up for it, but I'm a bit iffy, as I've seen his willy before in the gents, and it's bigger than mine.
In Ben and Kat's defence, I have a feeling Jordan might be riffing.
No, this is it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We then go back to the room and realise that our lovely host Ruby has provided a cook chair. So instead of joining in, I just sit in the chair.
So Kat sits on the chair.
And watch.
Okay,
Cat had a
okay,
good time, but I didn't think it was that good for 4 pesetos.
Well, Ben, thank you very much for bringing that in.
You paid 4 pesetos for a threesome. Listen,
Michael
that was brilliant.
Michael Palin is quaking.
Produce that, everybody.
Yeah.
We've got to
You can
say
stay
this.
if you want. Why don't you stay? Don't say anything, but you can
Yeah,
stay.
you can stay. You can stay.
Yeah, I quite like you there. I've
Yeah, I quite
decided.
like you there.
Mm.
All right.
Talking of
The cook chair. Yeah, you stay in the cook chair and watch us. It'll be like Argentina all over again.
we've got more of your emails, messages, and letters after the break, including my own scrapbook from when I was 5.
Oh, yay. All right, VIG&DIVAs, thanks for sticking with us. All right, what are we doing next?
So all that talk of scrapbooks, and of course you talked about making scrapbooks with your mum when you were younger, which caused much hilarity. Ben's brought in his travel journal, and I remember the only scrapbook I think I've ever made in my life is this one here, which I got my mother to bring up over Easter.
Oh,
And this is she's written on the back, William, 5 years old.
oh, she kept everything, your mum.
Yes. So it's got a jazzy cover, ring bound.
Yeah.
And it's from when we went to France. And there's a nice picture of an aeroplane.
Is that Bristol Airport?
Yeah, well, it's a plane at Bristol Airport. And yeah, this year I went on holiday to France and flew from Bristol Airport. And I've drawn what looks like a shark, but is, I think, actually meant to be an aeroplane.
You spelt flew wrong as well.
No, I think that's...
I think it's flown.
And flew from Bristol Airport.
Flown from Bristol Airport.
No, but anyway. We then arrived in Paris and visited the Sacré-Cœur. I've even put the accent on the right way round, which I think at 5 is very good. Sacré-Cœur means Sacred Heart. In Paris, we stayed at the Hotel Montmartre. We've got the brochure there.
Yours was 5 years old, and you're already more interested than Ben's.
And then we go on the thing, and then we went to the Eiffel Tower, and after lunch we visited the Jardin de Luxembourg and watched a French puppet show. And I've drawn the French puppet show in pencil, which is sweet. The next day we left Paris and drove southwest along the Loire to the town of Saumur. We walked around the town. There was a beautiful chateau. I love the fact I've got quite a good command of French, age 5. The next morning we drove through the towns of La Roche-Sillon and Les Sables-d'Olonne to reach Port Bourgenais, where we would stay for a week.
Did you not just sit by a pool on holiday? Your mum and dad get pissed like everyone else?
During our stay, we went to the beach. We went on a little boat. Look, my art's fantastic.
So sweet.
I'm not sure about that.
Why did my mum and dad never keep any of our
We
stuff?
saw a puppet show and a circus.
Like the puppets.
We went round on a merry-go-round. Oh, I'm just skipping bits. We saw some sunflowers. There's the car with a very, very polluted car engine.
We can put some of these pictures on socials.
We will. And then this is my favourite one. We stayed in a chateau with a vicomtesse and her family.
What's a vicomtesse?
It's a member of the French aristocracy.
Oh my god.
And age 5, I've got the spelling of vicomtesse, which I think is very nice. What a nice chateau.
It's a lovely chateau.
Yes. This is where it gets very exciting, so we go to Disney. The next morning, we drove to Disneyland and stayed on the Davy Crockett Ranch. We visited Disneyland. It was brilliant.
Oh, I want
There
to
are
take the
3
mick, but it's
tickets.
sweet.
3 tickets. I mean, there were 4 of us, so I don't really know what we did with James.
Oh, he's too young.
Yeah. Apart from all of the rides, we saw the electrical parade. And here are my photos of the electrical parade, which you can still see to this day, although they do it with drones in the sky. It's very good. And the grand parade. And there's Mickey and Minnie. More floats. You can see I can't be bothered now. I'm just sticking in photos. And here, don't get jealous, everyone, is Mickey Mouse's autograph that he's given me.
Oh, big kisses with love from Mickey Mouse.
I know. It's the only mouse I haven't run away from. So that's nice. And then I get a bit bored because I just draw what I think is meant to be a heart,
It's a bum.
but looks like a bum.
They knew then.
Yeah.
They knew then.
So, and that's my little scrapbook.
Okay, that was great. I don't know where mine is. My mum won't have it. She bins everything, so... Right, enough of scrapbooks and that now. We're going to some more responses from you, our listeners. That's what the Friday episode's all about. William, have you seen there's a clip of you going viral on socials?
I mean, I've had a few DMs about it. I haven't actually watched it. And I started to watch it and I didn't really understand it. Tell me a bit more about it, please.
All right, someone's not very happy with tea making etiquette tips. Have a listen to this.
Go back and forth in a delicate 6-12 motion, making no noise at the end.
I'm absolutely furious. Listen, I love this guy. I think he's a legend, but etiquette has no place in tea making.
Okay.
So the guy's called Garen Noon. He's on TikTok. He's brilliant. He then goes on to say how he thinks a cup of tea should actually be made. Listen.
First of all, for proper flavour, you need 2 fucking tea bags. If you can't afford it, get another job. Then we add our water. Don't be standing around waiting for it to brew. Get fucking stuck in. The more you piss off the tea bags, the better it'll taste. Now, when we're taking the tea bags out, we need to get right in there and squash out all the nutrients. Now, I know what you're thinking. If you're making tea for a guest, should you squash the tea bag with your fingers? Yes. If they've got a problem with it, then you haven't developed enough trust. They shouldn't be in your home. God knows what they're doing. Probably fucking stealing your toilet rolls. There it is there now. Perfect. Follow me. I'm delicious.
He's brilliant. He's brilliant.
I couldn't understand a word he was saying.
What do you make of that? I think I sometimes double bag. If it's a weak tea bag, I double bag.
Why don't you use... I mean, I don't make tea, but I don't... I mean, I do for Mikey, but we use loose leaf. So we're a loose leaf household. But Garen, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
Garen is...
And fucking delicious.
So I would like to say in that video that he sort of... I was just talking about stirring your tea. I wasn't talking about making your tea.
Oh.
So I haven't actually done a video on how to make tea because everyone's got a different opinion.
I'll do it. 4 minutes. Right, next one.
Actually, I think, did you not do a video on how to make tea?
No, I can put the perfect amount of water in the kettle.
Oh, that's what we did, yes. Oh, well, Garen, thank you for sharing my content. That's very kind of you. This is from Denise. Dear William and Jordan and producer Ben. You see, you're here.
Oh, thanks, Denise.
I'm a silver sexter, 72 years old, who stumbled across your podcast earlier last year. That discovery led to me binge listening for 8 hours a day, only taking a small break to watch Jordan in the Castle. It should be no surprise that I now use the word lavatory instead of toilet, having taken William's advice on proper terminology to heart. But now I'm confused. I watched your Palladium show this evening, and towards the end, Jordan was reading a dilemma from a sexual health nurse who sometimes has to remove scraps of paper from people's, well, let's just say, awkward places.
Oh, God, I remember that.
Jordan used the words toilet paper, and William corrected him to loo paper. Loo paper? Why not lavatory paper? I'm baffled. Please help clarify. Well, loo or lavatory is fine. Lavatory is technically what we would call it, but loo is fine. Anything with an L, it's the T word that we don't want to avoid.
The toilet.
Sorry, it's the T word we do want to avoid.
You don't say toilet paper, you say
No,
lavatory.
lavatory paper, loo paper.
Tissue paper?
Well, it's not really... I would say tissue paper is what you would wrap a present in, personally.
Okay.
Remember, if there is any etiquette advice you want to question or don't understand, get in touch. Bring it on. Rachel has a correction for us. Hello, William Jordan and the lovely team. I just wanted to say, Jordan keeps getting the cock or ball lyrics wrong, and honestly, it's giving me the ick.
International cock or ball. Is it a cock or is it a ball?
When he sings,
Is it a cock or is it a ball?
the rhythm feels a bit off. Well, that's Jordan for you. And I think it's because he's using the wrong words. The correct version is international cock or ball. Is it penis or testicle? When sung, these lyrics fit the tune a lot better, in my opinion. So Jordan might want to give it a go.
It's just like in some parts of the country they call it knockador run. In others it's knock ginger, knockador noo, whatever you want to call it. International cock or...
Knockador noo.
I don't know what you southerners call it. International cock or ball. Is it a penis or testicle? She's right. It does sound better. I can't argue with that. International cock or ball. Is it a penis or testicle? No, Wizzy, we're not playing now. Put it away. Bloody hell. Fire.
Yes. Well,
the girl version of that
You're adding in an extra A to the
no, but I actually think it needs one. Is it a penis or testicle?
Is it a penis or testicle?
Is it penis or testicle?
Let's do it like London's Burning. We'll do it one after another. Here we go. International cock or ball.
International cock or ball. Is it a penis or testicle?
Is it penis or testicle?
He's right. It works better. There we go. All right, next one.
Finally, Kristen wrote in after listening to Birthdays, Blu-rays and Backseat Boinking. Hi, William Jordan.
Bonking.
Boinking.
Stop saying boinking.
It says boinking.
It's bonking. They've either spelt it wrong or you don't pronounce the I.
Hi, William Jordan, Executive Producer Ben, Chairman Emeritus Stuart, Diego the Camp Whippet, and the whole Sexted team. I had to write in after listening to Abby say she didn't want her child born on May the 13th, and Jordan saying he wouldn't want his future child born on that date either. I take umbrage with this because I was born on May the 13th.
Why did I say this again?
Who knows? My mum's doctors planned for me to be a C-section baby. The earliest available date was May the 13th, and she said, yes, please, and get me out as soon as possible. Over the years, my birthday has occasionally fallen on Friday the 13th, but instead of seeing that as bad luck, I think it's fun, spooky, and unique, and honestly, I seem to have better luck than usual on those days.
Okay, I just said I wouldn't like to be born on the 13th because I wouldn't want my date being on Friday, and I was born on the 14th.
Yes, you were.
Yeah, I'm very superstitious.
But would you rather be born on the 13th and have Friday the 13th, or be born on Valentine's Day and sort of everyone mainly celebrating that rather than you?
No, I like my birthday being on Valentine's Day.
Do you?
Yeah.
Are you a romantic?
I'm an old romantic at heart.
Oh,
I'm a new romantic.
right.
No, that was in the 80s, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Well, that's lovely. What? I'm so pleased we kept producer Ben on for
It
the rest
couldn't
of this
look
episode.
any more awkward now if you try.
I hated that.
I know, being there.
Why,
No, but it was just nice.
Can I just... have
Nice
another
presence
flick
on your
through?
right hand.
Let's just have another random flick through the diary before we should probably... This is class.
You've opened it upside down.
All right, well, let's not bother. Just look.
That's not always a bad thing.
This is a long one. Wake
You
up
can't
in
read that
Puerto
one.
Rico
You
McDonald's
can't read
with
that
no
one.
idea.
That
Oh,
one's the one
God.
you can't read.
Oh, wow, okay.
You've somehow found the exact one you can't read.
If you want to get in touch about something that isn't a dilemma or problem, or hear more of Ben's,
Puerto Rican McDonald's.
drop into our DMs or send an email to help@sexmyboss.com. We also love hearing back from the people we offer advice to. So if that's you, get back in touch and I'll speak to you on Tuesday.